report for the quarter ended 31 December 2012 and the 6 months ended 31 December 2012 being the half-year results for Village Main Reef Limited. I'd like to focus on the 183 million of cash generated from operations for the 6 months ended 31 December 2012. This presented a 110% increase over the period December 2011. And as an operation, we are extremely proud of this achievement in what was quite a difficult half year and certainly extremely difficult second quarter for the industry as a whole. Basic earnings per share did reduce by about 64% from 16.5 cents per share down to 5.9 cents per share. But there are a number of once-off entries that have impacted our earnings. In particular, a 51 million catch-up depreciation, which was accounted for during this quarter. Gold production of the Village Group on a like-for-like basis, excluding Blyvoor, which we acquired on the 1st of June of 2012, was 2,602 kilograms, about 8% lower than the equivalent period in the previous financial year. The impact of industrial action at Blyvoor, as we indicated to the market during our September quarter, was quite severe, with production at Blyvoor reducing by well over 40%. Having said that, antimony production from our Consmerch operations was still at levels that was higher than what we achieved during the previous half year. And one of the things that we have been able to do quite well was to maintain our absolute costs at all of our operations. Absolute costs for the operations reduced by 13%. Now, this is a great achievement given the unplanned for wage increases that took place during the December quarter, which added some 7% to our wage bill. We also, as a group, acquired around 52 million of our own shares during this period, some 25 million during the December quarter, and a further 27 million post the December quarter. This certainly is an affirmation from our board and from the executive that we believe the Village share price at the current levels are substantially undervalued, and provides us with a real opportunity to invest some of the cash generated by our operations back into our operations. At a current net asset value of 170 cents per share and the share price today at 108 cents per share, we are trading at a discount of about 40% to net asset value. As an operation, we are saddened by the loss of life that occurred at our operations during the December and also in the early January quarter. We have put in place a number of measures to ensure that there is a culture change at our operations where each individual takes more responsibility for safety, both his own but also that of his colleagues. And we believe that these measures will continue to show the improvement that we have had up to date in terms of our our lost time injury frequency rate as well as our reportable injury frequency rate. We have shown great progress in these areas, but unfortunately the fatalities have had a negative impact in terms of our production. We are also quite proud to say that we have successfully concluded our Section 189 process at Blyvoor during a quarter where the whole industry was in turmoil. So in summary then, a quarter where our production numbers were down, but we did warn the market that this would happen. We controlled our costs extremely well during the quarter and generated cash of around 60 million, where the potential was always there that this would be a quarter where operations would make losses.